Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first speaker and our only speaker is Laura Judge.
Happy Black History Month. My name is Laura Judge, parent of 2 students here in Cobb County Schools, and I'm here today to read a statement written by a Cobb County student. I'm a child of immigrant parents. Every day I come to school carrying a fear many others never had to think about. While I sit in class trying to focus and learn, there is a quiet fear in the back of my mind. Fear for my parents, my family, and what could happen when I'm not with them. For students like me, ICE and immigration enforcement are not just headlines or political topics. They are a part of our everyday lives. We worry whether our parents will be safe at work, whether they'll make it home, or whether our families will be separated without warning. That fear doesn't go away at the schoolhouse door. It comes into the classroom with us. It affects our focus, our mental health, and our ability to learn. School should be a safe place. It should be the one space where we feel protected and able to focus on our future. But when immigration enforcement feels close to our schools, that safety disappears. We become quieter, more anxious, afraid to ask for help. Some families avoid schools altogether, even when their kids are struggling because fear has replaced trust. This doesn't just affect immigrant students, it affects our friends, our classmates, and the entire learning environment.
30 seconds.
We're not asking for special treatment, we're asking for understanding, compassion, and protection. I urge the school board to commit to keeping schools safe for all students, regardless of immigration status, because no child should have to carry this fear while trying to learn. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, that was our final speaker.
Ms. Ames.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first speaker is Rebecca Ivanov, to be followed by Michael Garza.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Ivanov, Chapter Chair for Cobb County Moms for Liberty. Today I was excited to find out that a charter school is coming to South Cobb in 2027. I look forward to learning more, and as a former charter school teacher, I have some valuable insight regarding the possibilities that may open up for our local neighborhoods. This is, thankfully, sounds like Power Public Schools, which is nonprofit, very important. Don't want any for-profit charters coming to our community. It's a grade 6-12 early college charter school. The website talks about pictures of them using AI, wearing uniforms, incorporating Power Hour with clubs and competitions built into the school day and enrichment opportunities, passion projects, and capstone exhibitions. Can CCSD take away lessons or potential opportunities from local charter school ideas? Absolutely. Number 1, flexibility of schedule, something I presented to you. Can we open? Can we discuss? Can we survey the parents? Can we do a rotating schedule with flex times built in? These are all things that schools in other communities are doing already, including that one that I currently work at outside of the district. Can we offer STEM labs, in-field learning? Can we teach responsible AI use? And most importantly, can we ensure technology safety? By balancing technology with paper and pencil, which studies show students process differently and they retain more when we go back to basics and not doing everything on a laptop. Thank you for your time.
Our next speaker is Michael Garza, to be followed by Gabriel Sanchez.
Recently, I heard a high school student speak about the challenges of his peers, largely centered around mental health. He said students many times feel alone with fewer and fewer trusted adults in the school environment. They want us to listen, but they feel that we are more concerned with how they do on a test than on their actual well-being. This was on full display when our leadership told our students that standing up for their peers would be met with punishment that would make it harder for them to attend college or to find a job. What message do you think that tells them? Does it make them feel like we value them as people? No, it reinforces the idea that students can't trust the adults around them. It puts local admins and educators in a terrible position of towing the district line, even though their natural instinct is to help and listen. Personally, I am extremely proud of the students that were brave enough to hear the rhetoric and still take a stand. While some up there don't believe our students have the ability to understand hard topics, I know that isn't the case. Our students are in advanced government classes, in Model UN, heading community service projects, and even more powerful, this is their lived experience. Sprague students don't have far to look in seeing the effects of immigration policy when a 2025 graduate was picked up by ICE and deported because of a technicality. Those students stood up for Gabriel
30 seconds.
during his hearing, even when this district and his board representative was silent. And last week they stood up for him and students like him again. And for me, I would much rather stand with students who are governed by the courage of their convictions than adults that lead with the cowardice of their complicity. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Gabriel Sanchez, to be followed by Becky May Parker.
Hello, thank you for having me here tonight. I'm State Representative Gabriel Sanchez, representing House District 42, which is Smyrna, South Meridian, and Cumberland. A couple weeks ago, students from Cobb schools decided to practice one of the most fundamental American things you can do: peacefully protest and voice your concerns. In this case, their concern was around ICE attacking our communities and making it so that students are missing from classrooms, families are being torn apart, and emotionally traumatizing our entire community. Regardless of where you fall on that issue, encouraging civic engagement in safe and peaceful ways is a fantastic way to grow our students and give them a well-rounded education. But instead of encouraging students and providing guidelines to ensure they have a safe time, the majority on the school board decided to threaten students with excessive punishment. Not only did they give excessive punishment with 3 to 5 days of OSS in many cases, you also threatened these students with harsh punishment before the protest. While this was cloaked as safety, the reality is that it was an attempt to chill students' free speech and undermine their First Amendment rights. This is in stark contrast with neighboring school districts that instead only gave punishment of unexcused absence, for example, and also encouraged students, worked with them to make sure there was a safe environment and good guidelines. Your actions to try and stop the protests provided the opposite of a safe environment, making students more unsafe, causing confusion and inevitable conflict between students and faculty, because the faculty have no choice but to follow you because of threats of retaliation that you all consistently given. This has led to an incident where a principal of the school in my district grabbed and pushed a student and potentially grabbed another innocent bystander as well, and now there's legal action being threatened there. This chaos was caused by you and your inaction and your failure to lead the school district. And I was there and I witnessed the protests and marched with them after school, and was amazed and inspired by this display of courage and civic engagement. And so I would hope that you all would prioritize their students and not put your political ideology over.
Next speaker is Becky May Parker, to be followed by Terry Cummings.
Code Red. When I was a school bus driver for Cobb County, a school code red was called at Campbell High School during the AM drop-off. The school bus drivers didn't know what a school code red was. The school bus drivers didn't know what to do. The school bus drivers didn't know where to take the students and wait for an all clear. You know why? Because transportation didn't train their school bus drivers what to do during this. Transportation didn't list in the transportation handbook the school codes. I would like to, well, if that's been corrected, I commend the board. If it hasn't been corrected, I would like to suggest that the board reevaluate the connection or the lack of connection between the school codes and the school bus drivers. Put the school codes in the transportation handbook for the school bus drivers. put in place some protocol so the school bus drivers will know what to do the next time a school code is called. Whew, sorry. While working for Cobb County, I made some reference cards and handed them out to the school bus drivers that I worked with at Campbell High School. On these reference cards were some very important phone numbers, like International Helpline. Some of the school bus drivers don't even know that Cobb County has an international helpline to help them communicate with people that don't speak the same language. Also on these reference cards were the school codes. Red, yellow, white, etc., with a little bit of a
30 seconds.
Also was the dispatch codes. School bus driving is kind of hard, kind of stressful, and we don't have a computer to click on and look at things. And the school bus drivers that I gave these to could put them behind their ID badge and have a quick reference to them when needed. And maybe relieve just maybe a teaspoon of stress for the day. I would like to also suggest tonight that the county, the district, produce some kind of card like this for their school bus drivers or even all of their employees so they can have a quick reference
That's
when needed.
time.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Terry Cummings, to be followed by Dina Alley.
Good evening. My name is Terry Cummings. I'm the state representative for District 39, which is Mapleton and Smyrna. The very first time that I engaged in protest was in elementary school. Fourth grade, we didn't like the way the principal was doing recess. Not only did he come out and protest with us, he talked to us and he changed things. Fast forward several years, where high school students recently notified everybody that they were going to protest because of the way ICE was treating their community and their friends. Your reaction matters, not just to the students involved, but to the civic culture we are shaping in this community. Our public schools are where people learn what democracy looks like in practice. When students engage in peaceful protest, they are not abandoning their education, they are applying it. They are exercising the very constitutional principles our great nation is based on. Of course, schools must maintain order and follow policy, but the reaction of this board, as well as the school administration, must be fair, proportional, and grounded in our constitutional values. We should be teaching students how to use their voices responsibly, not discouraging them from using their voices at all. Our students are watching. They are learning from how we respond. Let's demonstrate that this district believes in both order and liberty, and that we are strong enough to do both. Thank you.
Dina Alley, to be followed by Cassandra Brown.
Good evening. My name is Dina Alley, and I serve as the board chair for Power Public Schools. I want to begin by recognizing the strong foundation that Cobb County Schools has built. Many families move here because of the opportunities available to them. And our goal is not to replace that success, but to build and expand upon it together. Serving on this founding board is very personal to me because we understand that the decisions that we make right here for these students is for their future and the generations after them. Families have clearly asked for this school through more than 450 surveys and over 180 conversations. Parents told us that they want the school where a child can feel safe, can feel challenged, and prepared for college and careers without being buried in debt. Power Public Schools is a direct response to the community's demands. As a board, our responsibility is to ensure vision becomes measurable results. From year one, we will track academic growth, attendance, student belonging, teacher retention, fiscal responsibility, and full charter compliance.
30 seconds.
Leadership will be held accountable to outcomes, not intentions, but what families really deserve are those results. We are also committed to transparency, partnership with Cobb County Schools, and course correction whenever evident or community feedback calls for it will be improved. Power Public Schools offers governance, accountability, community-driven school design to expand on opportunities where it's needed most. On behalf
That's
of the
time.
board, I respectfully ask for your approval. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Cassandra Brown, to be followed by Whit McKnight.
Good evening. I am Mableton District 4 Councilwoman Cassandra Brown, and as a proud product of public schools and a staunch supporter of public education, I believe deeply that strong schools are the foundation of a thriving and vibrant and equitable city. When our children have access to high-quality learning environments, our entire community thrives. Power Public Charter School represents an opportunity to bring innovation, perspective, and meaningful choice to the families of District 4. My district is one of the most diverse and civically engaged in the city of Mableton, and our residents have consistently expressed a desire for educational options that meet the varied needs of their children. Supporting this charter is not about replacing public education. It is about strengthening it by expanding pathways to success. I have always centered my own platform on transparency, accountability, and listening to the voices of the people that I serve. When I was campaigning for this role that I have now, I heard from quite a few parents, educators, community leaders who want schools that are accessible, culturally responsive, and academically rigorous. I believe that Power Public Charter School has the potential to complement our existing public schools ecosystem while honoring these priorities. Ultimately, I support any initiative that will empower our families, uplift our students, and contribute to the long-term viability of Mableton. So I ask you respectfully to approve this application today. Thank you.
To be followed by China Carter.
Good evening. My name is Whit McKnight, and I'm honored to serve as the founding Vice President of Academics at Power Public Schools. Tonight I want to speak directly to the rigor and responsibility behind our academic model. Power Public Schools offers the first AI-powered, student-centered education model in the region. By using personalized learning pathways and real-time diagnostics, we can identify learning gaps early and support students before they fall behind. As mentioned earlier, our model is grounded in measurement, not experimentation. At Power Public Schools, technology is a tool that strengthens teaching, not replaces it. Power AI supports teacher decision-making so educators can spend less time delivering one-size-fits-all instruction and more time coaching, scaffolding, and building strong relationships that truly honor the uniqueness that every child has, that intrinsic gift. At Power, students engage in standards-aligned academics alongside real-world applications, including early college coursework, career readiness through industry credentials, and project-based learning connected to their communities. We will measure success clearly through student growth in reading and math, core content areas, course completion, attendance, belonging, and behavior indicators.
30 seconds.
We will review data regularly and adjust instruction and support students to meet their needs. Our academic system ensures every student has a pathway to college, career, and most importantly, long-term success. I respectfully ask for your approval. Thank you.
Our next speaker is China Carter, to be followed by Danielle Bell.
Good evening. My name is China Carter Clemens, and I'm a proud product of Cobb County Schools in Mableton. I went to Riverside Elementary, Lindley Middle School, and graduated from Campbell's IB program. Because of the opportunities that I had here in Cobb County, I was able to graduate from Harvard with a degree in applied math and economics. I later returned to education as a math teacher and a charter school founding principal because I wanted students from my community or communities like mine to experience similar opportunities that I did. I'm here today because about 2 years ago I had a dream, and today is the birth of that dream. Power Public Schools exists because South Cobb families were asking for more future-forward options for their children. And today, South Cobb has no secondary charter school options. That's both a challenge and an opportunity. This school was designed specifically for South Cobb, shaped by the people you see in this room. Alumni, families, students, community partners who want pathways that prepare students not only to graduate, but to lead in the future. Our AI-empowered model blends both rigorous academics with real-world skills in technology, entrepreneurship, and education, so students are not just prepared for what comes next, they're equipped to shape it. Power Public Schools is where innovation and opportunity comes together so the next generation of Cobb County students can discover their power. I respectfully ask you to approve Power Public Schools for the students and families of South Cobb so we can be one team, one goal, student success. Thank you.
Followed by Tara Crate.
Hello, good evening. My name is Danielle Bell. I'm a social worker and I want to share my concern for the development, mental health, and long-term outcomes of our students. The teen years are a critical period for forming identity, moral development, and learning how to engage in the world in meaningful ways. When students choose to express concerns about the bigger world, they are demonstrating strength of character and practicing civic engagement. They are developing critical thinking and self-advocacy, skills we say we want to see in young people today. These kids should be proud of themselves for standing up for their values. Instead, they face threat of suspension. This action teaches them that we adults only promote these values when they are submissive, their perspective of right and wrong, subjected to others' approval. Threatening them with punitive disciplinary actions discourages them from becoming motivated and successful adults. Research consistently shows that removing students from school through suspension increases disengagement, harms relationships with trusted adults, and can contribute to longer-term academic and behavioral challenges. It does not typically address the root issue or teach better decision-making. Given that the recent protests were peaceful, I would encourage this board and the district to consider whether suspension aligns with best practices in youth development. This is a learning in real-time opportunity that could incorporate respectful discussion, reflection, and experiences in expressing and genuinely listening to different perspectives. There is room for our young people to peacefully get involved and know that their voice means something. As professionals responsible for young people's well-being, we must ask, what lessons are we teaching? Are we modeling self-regulation, respectful dialogue, and accountability? This is a moment where we have a duty to approach that strengthens trust, promotes development, and keeps our kids connected in their schools. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Tara Crate, to be followed by Shadowlyn Brown.
Good evening. My name is Tara Crate, and I am a Cobb County resident, District 4. I have always been an advocate of children with special needs and also a community partner in engaging with our staff and our partnerships in schools. I appreciate this opportunity to speak with all of you this evening. Tonight, I'm representing on behalf of public schools. As an engaged community member and parent of 2 children in elementary and middle school, I have spent years navigating Cobb County School District. Through these experiences, I have seen both strengths within the community and areas where many families continue to feel unheard, underserved, or without meaningful options. Across Cobb, families are asking for something more. They want schools that reflect diversity of our county, understand realities that our students face, and we are willing to innovate where the system has struggled to adapt. I personally have witnessed difficult when it comes to advocating for students who don't fit the one-size-fits-all mold, to receive academic, social-emotional, and individualized support they need. I know our district is capable of greatness, and I believe that. This is also an important point to mention, that it's clear that families are still seeking additional pathways that meet students where they are and help them grow into their full potential. Power Public Schools can provide that. Their model is not simply a different option, it's a thoughtfully designed, future-focused approach centered on academic excellence. Mental health is a large factor that we face and that we have talked about. I know that support would be there. Approving this charter is not just an addition of another school, it's an investment in opportunity, equity, and meaningful change at a time where many families are asking for new solutions. By supporting Power Public Schools, the board would be expanding access to high-quality, student-centered education for those who need it and deserve it. Thank you for your time this evening.
Brown, to be followed by L'Oreal Burns.
Good evening, members of the Cobb County School Board. My name is Shadowlyn Brown. I am a Cobb County constituent and a proud grandparent representing Post 3 and 4. I appreciate your opportunity to speak with you this evening in strong support of Power Public Schools. As an engaged community member and grandparent, I have witnessed firsthand the increasing need for more high-quality educational options within our county. Many families, particularly those in South Cobb, are searching for schools that truly recognize and nurture their children's individual strengths, interests, and potential. Our students are not one size fits all, and their educational opportunities shouldn't be either. Families deserve meaningful choices, and they deserve access to schools that meet their children where they are while preparing them for where they are going. Power Public Schools offers a forward-thinking model focused on academic excellence, mental health support, entrepreneurship, and early college readiness. This well-rounded approach prepares students not only for graduation, but for success in college, careers, and life. I respectfully urge the board to view this petition not simply as the approval of another school, but as an investment in opportunity, equity, and innovation for Cobb County families. Approving the charter for Power Public Schools would expand access to high-quality, future-focused education for students who need and deserve additional pathways to success. Thank you for your time, your service to our community, and your thoughtful consideration this evening.
Our next speaker is L'Oreal Burns, to be followed by Mary Wilson Joseph.
Good evening. My name is L'Oreal Burns, and I am a Cobb County parent and a proud parent in Post 4. I am here this evening to express my strong support for the Power Public Schools. As an engaged community member, I have seen firsthand the growing need for more high-quality educational options in our county. Families, especially those in South Cobb, deserve access to schools that reflect their children's needs, strengths, and aspirations. Power Public School offers a model that is both innovative and responsive. It is committed to empowering scholars to lead with purpose, excel academically, and thrive in college, career, and community life. Life is exactly what so many families in our area are asking for. By integrating mental health supports, entrepreneurships, and early college readiness, the school provides a well-rounded educational experience that prepares students for the real world. I respectfully ask the board to give thoughtful consideration to this proposal and what it could mean for families like mine. Approving the charter petition for Power Public Schools will open the door to a strong, future-focused learning environment and provide Cobb County students with another valuable education option. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Our final speaker is Mary Wilson Joseph.
Good evening. My name is Mary Wilson
Desmond Joseph, and I'm a faithful parent of Cobb County because of school choice. Learning about school choice made my husband and I purchase a home in Cobb County for our son. We only heard good things about Cobb County schools, especially with special needs students. Our son, Desmond, who's almost 9 years old, has spina bifida, hydrocephalus, and is autistic. With school choice, we always knew we wanted our son to attend Argyle Elementary, which he is in the mild intellectual disability class and is thriving. Desmond's not only doing well in classes, but he enjoys his classmates and helping them succeed in their subjects too. We're loving how comfortable he is with his peers, not only in the mild intellectual disability class, but in his general education classes mates too. Excuse me. With different disabilities, Desmond loves art, music, karate, Boy Scouts. Being a part of this program and this school, Desmond is Argyle proud. However, this month, I found out that Argyle Elementary will no longer have the mild intellectual delay class for the next school year. It was heartbreaking. Our family has fallen in love with his teacher, paraprofessional, and therapist. In fact, we loved the entire school. Excuse me. When I was informed of this, we had numbers of questions. We were told that it was just a number of students, but how many mild intellectual disability classes are there in the whole school district?
30 seconds.
Will this continue to all disabled students being moved to school because of disability programs are being eliminated? As a special needs parent, it's hard to find a place where you feel that your child belongs. I request a deeper discussion about this because I hope you all reconsider this decision. Proud parent of Desmond Joseph. Thank you for listening.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'd like to thank our public